everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today, you guys, from our friends at 3Quarter Design, I have a fantastic collection here. This is called Golden Ebony Collection. It includes cards, it includes the background papers, die-cut images, so great, love it. They also give you a ton of card ideas. Look at all those card ideas. And I'm going to give you some new ones. Here is one that we made so fun for anniversary, you guys, with all the sparkly dazzles. And this is our giveaway card for this episode. So if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this one to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's go over what you get in this kit. So what is unusual about this one is they give you the cards bases, which is so nice. They are 4 by 6 inches. Some of them are 10-fold cards, so they're scored like this at the top. And then some of them are traditional cards where the fold is here or here, okay? So love that. And you're getting 6 of those, which is very handy. And then all the beautiful papers. So let's go through these. They're double-sided. You do need to cut them down the center, okay? And they have sort of a more subtle background on one side, and then the heavily printed, like patterned, with these beautiful gold, black, ivory, little silver, beautiful collections. Look at this one. And I love this gorgeous like gold, it's beautiful. There's even some like stamped images in the background. This one has hearts on it going this way. Look at that gorgeous background. And then this one, beautiful script. And then you can see kind of ghosted way back there is the shadow of a butterfly, really beautiful. And on the back side, look at that marbling on this one. This one has kind of a gold tapestry. And then this one, beautiful with the script. We've got book text here, just really beautiful collections of the flowers. And then on the other side, some sort of spattering, marbling. Gorgeous with the flowers here. Another one of those ghosted back butterflies. Here are large butterflies there. And then you guys, we've got the printed text here. Once again, it's kind of a embossed or stamped gold rose image right here. Beautiful florals. Got another one of the butterflies, a rose here, a rose here. And some of them kind of you have to turn them to see which direction you like better. This one definitely for a horizontal card. And then you get this great sheet of little sentiment cutouts. Pause to read, except they're upside down. Some of them are upside down. So here we go for this. These are right side up. And for this one, you have to turn it this way. Okay? And then you're getting 2 sheets of die cuts that just punch out so easily. They have like this gray edge background. Sometimes I left them and sometimes I just use my scissors to trim that off. All right, and then let's go back to our inspiration card. They do have all of these card ideas on here, which I think is also really great. All right, so for this one, as we said, this is 6 by 4 inches, and I paired this with gold brush diamond paper. They're 8.5 by 11 sheets. There are 4 of them, and you get all the advantages of glitter cardstock, but it's much more lightweight for mailing, which is really nice, and it's double-sided, which is cool, and it has a little bit of a texture. Listen. And yeah, it's really beautiful and shimmery, and I thought it went really nicely with this collection. So I did just cut that down a little bit smaller than the card, and then went ahead and cut this little topper part smaller than that. And then the first thing I did is on the left side added a gold holographic jewel border dazzle sticker. These just peel right off like this. So easy to just add a little bit of sparkle right there. And then I got to work on this side, and I punched out the leaves right here, and I glued those down. Here's that little jewel that I showed you in the opening, and then this one was really easy to cut around. I just took my tiny scissors and I just cut around that image right there, and then I just glued that right there. And then these pieces right here are actually together as one flower. or as one piece with the 2 flowers. And I just foam taped that right there just to give it a little lift. And then these little pieces right here, these are tiny gold pearl little flower dazzles. And they were so cute to just stick right there, just a little shimmer and carrying on with that little flower tradition. Added happy anniversary dazzle stickers. They come in a pack like this. There's 5 different sheets in a pack, and look at all the great finishes they come in. And I added this sort of brown bronzy color. I thought it picked up this color really nicely. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, you guys, this one also is a 4x6, and oh, I forgot to grab the little doily. So the first thing I did was I took a little 4-inch paper doily, and I'll list that down below the video. They come in a pack of, I think, 20. And I just cut one in half and glued it right here. I inked the edges of the patterned cardstock and the card. I used charcoal ink and then an applicator tool just to go around that and just give it a smoky look that didn't have the stark white there. Glued that there, and then this is one of the little cutouts from this sheet right here. Cut this one out, inked the edges of that, and then the amazing, I cut that out and then inked the edges of that. And then I wanted to just pair that, you guys, with our tiny words and phrases dazzle stickers are so handy. I used the word friend, so amazing, and then I put friend, okay? And then glued 2 of the leaf punch outs and then glued a flower over the top of it. And then all over, I just kind of added these gold mirror jewel dazzle stickers. And I just used a little jewel picker. This is a new one we have, and we've been using it the last few episodes. It's a jumbo. It's really great. It's for picking up these little dazzle stickers or any like jewels or crystals you're using. And we love using this because you can just take this, set it down on one of these little tiny dazzle stickers, kind of stir it around. You'll see it just came right off like that. And then you can just stick it down where you want it. So adding little shimmery pieces like this, you don't have to try to pick those off and add those down. It's just really handy. So I really like this. Paulette just got the jumbo size. Yeah, that was a fun one to make. All right, let's see what else I've got. So for this one, you guys, I used black cardstock. Okay, can't really see this too well. Let me grab something here. No, I can't reach it. There we go. I used black cardstock to cover my 6x4 card, and then cut down my little patterned cardstock, ink the edges again using that charcoal ink and an applicator tool, and then glued that to the front. And then this piece right here is just one of the backing pieces that had all this great kind of bronzy color. And I just tore a little 2-inch wide strip and inked all the way around that and then glued that to fit. It's the same width as the paper. And then just added here and here. These are thin line dazzle stickers in black. I use these a lot in gold and black, and they just are tiny little thin lines of color. There we go, if I can pick this one up, just like this, and you can just add that down on the edge of your card. So cute. Then I glued, foam taped. This one also inked the edges on. And then I added some little these brown crystals. They're self-adhesive. I just did a little length of them right here of 3, and then I put some right here around this birthday package, and of course you had to add one to the crown. And for the knotted little ribbon, it just needed a little something right there. We have our gold and silver ribbon collection, and I just knotted, like, frankly, a scrap of ribbon that I had, and then just glued that right on there. All right, so this last one, I did go back to using my gold brush diamond paper for a mat on this one. But you guys, for this one, I used a tent fold card, and I folded just the front top half. I scored it actually with a scoreboard so that it would fold just like this. I matted my little topper here and foam taped it to this brushed gold diamond paper, and then glued it just to the lower part of that score line, so I could make a little easel card. And then I added right along the top and along the bottom, added these black Jewel Dazzle stickers right there along the top edge. I also used black butterflies right here and here. These came from the same sheet. And then gold pearl butterflies. Those are really a nice little touch there. And I forgot to grab this one. I used our black Script Greeting Dazzle stickers. These usually come in one long strip, and it's just for you. And I just cut the just, because this was too wide, just and then for you. Really easy to do. And then glued these punch outs, foam taped this little flower. Then on the inside, I wanted to pick up that butterfly again, so I used that one that was ghosted back, trimmed this paper down a little bit, glued that here, and then matted one of the cutouts for the greeting. You've got to foam tape this one on the inside so that this has something to stand up against. Otherwise, it'll just slide down if it's glued. So that's the key little engineering tip there. And then added some more little butterflies there. So that was a fun one to make. All right, you guys, you can see that this little kit is just loaded, and then you could just add some Dazzle stickers to it. And I think it just really like glitzes it up even more. Super fun for all of these occasions. And don't forget, the money saver is right over there. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, it's always on the right-hand side. And then all the items are listed down below the video, as well as full color photos of the cards. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box, and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. And while you're there, it'd be great if you would subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. And don't forget, you guys, to participate in our giveaway card. We love giving these away. We do it every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.